Let's get back to what we're expecting up and down the East Coast. Montauk, that looks just fine right now. Pine Knoll Shores in North Carolina, you've got some cloud cover, but the hammocks have some residents. What is that, swinging chair too? Yeah, it's comfortable for now. A breezy wind out of the northeast already there in North Carolina, and we've got a fledgling coastal storm just in its formative stages. Let's bring in Fox Weather hurricane specialist Bryan Norcross for more on this and everything that's happened out in the Atlantic too. Bryan, while that we're moving on through this season, this storm right here may actually be more impactful up and down the East Coast than any tropical system we've had this season.
I think that's likely the case, and unless something weird happens, that's going to be the end result of the hurricane season. Not saying there can't be another storm, maybe more than 2 weeks from now, but we are coming toward the end. Take a look at the satellite here, and you can see what is going on already before the storm even develops. Here's the storm down here along the Florida coast, and by the way, here in South Florida, it has been torrential today. They've had some floating cars in the northern parts of Fort Lauderdale Beach, Fort Lauderdale by the Sea, Miami-Dade County, rain amounts up in the few inches an hour range. Crazy. So that's all related to this same developing system, which shows you that dynamics in the atmosphere are really substantial with this system here. So what's going on is there's this front in here. The storm is developing right here. You can see here in South Florida, this is ahead of all that in the tropical air. So you have this storm developing, tropical air, a lot of moisture, big, heavy thunderstorms not moving very much. But then look to the north here. Let me zoom in on that, show you the front there. Look here and look at the direction that all this is moving. This is where you're already getting the northeast winds coming here, unrelated to the storm. I mean, there's general high pressure down here, but there's a general low pressure, but a big high pressure system up off the New England coast squeezing the air. So that's already starting it even before this low pressure system gets stronger and stronger here, and that's forecast to happen here over the next couple of days. All right, so in terms of the moisture, there you see the moisture north of the front. So what's happening here is tropical moisture is coming up this way. This is now, we're jumping to tomorrow morning, but tropical moisture is coming up over the front, and this is where you're getting the rain pushing into the Carolinas and down to Georgia at this time. This is nominally 8 a.m. Eastern time in the morning. And look at the front down here. This is the north wind coming in. This is the big change for fall coming in behind this system, but not here by tomorrow morning. It'll come during the day all the way through South Florida. So here you see the wind. The wind is all north of the front, coming this way, caused by that high pressure. We are getting some north wind, cool north wind over the Carolinas. This is going to start tomorrow to push that water out that's been pushed into Charleston Harbor, and that trend is going to go tomorrow to where you're going to get offshore winds eventually. And see here, you can see the cool air pushing down over the Gulf of Mexico. All right, now let's go forward 12 hours to tomorrow evening. Now we've got a developing storm here, and it's going to join with that high to put really strong winds up against Cape Hatteras. There you see the model forecasting winds up in the 50 to 60 mile per hour range in terms of gusts, pushing in the very vulnerable Outer Banks and in the Sounds there in eastern North Carolina. And you can see this is a long band, long fetch, moving the water toward that entire coastline, including the tidewater of Virginia. So that's tomorrow evening. All right, now let's go 12 hours farther in time and up to Sunday morning. Here we are, 8 a.m. Sunday morning, and now we're getting a blast of wind here as the storm is intensifying down by Cape Hatteras. But everything is, unlike a tropical system, the worst of this is well displaced to the north because it's the combination of the low and the high. And so where is that squeezing of the air going to be? The forecast is on Sunday, it's in the Delmarva here, moving up into the Jersey Shore Sunday morning. Then we go through Sunday and then to Monday morning, and it slowly moves north. So yes, it moves from South Jersey up to North Jersey, but all of Long Island, southern New York, really getting the wind, and also Cape and the Islands here. This is Monday morning. Now, let's go to Tuesday, and you see it slowly lets up on Monday, and then the wind changes. Still in New England, getting strong winds along the coast, Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard, up to the outer Cape. All of that under the strong winds, but notice it's backing off here. Now the wind is blowing out the water out of New York Harbor, backing off some of these inland bays, although still it's going to take a while on Monday until we get to Monday night, really, before this begins to let up in a lot of the big cities. So travel problems, all kind of problems there up and down the East Coast. So we have these various coastal flood alerts. If you live anywhere near the ocean or the bays or the rivers or inlets that go out to the ocean, be aware of what the flooding threat is in your area, because it's very variable up and down the coast. There you see it in Florida. Here it is up in North Carolina. For whatever reason, they don't have them issued for Charleston, but they are talking about major flood stage at high tide into tomorrow and maybe even after tomorrow. So just going to keep an eye on that. Folks in the low country there understand what the flood threat is in your specific area. And then all the way up to the northeast, all the way to north of Boston, up toward Newburyport, up to the New Hampshire line, there are flood alerts there as well. Again, know what it is in your area. Some places up to 3 to 4 feet above normal high tide. That'll make a lot of low-lying areas flood with salt water. You don't want to drive through that. So this is all nasty stuff. Okay, and as far as the rain, yes, significant rain, up to 5 inches of rain in some spots in this corridor right along the coast and maybe inland to almost to Philadelphia, almost to I-95. But the earth is very dry. It's been kind of drought kind of condition along the coast. So the issue here really is if the tide is high and it rains on a street that drains into the river or the bay or some other waterway, then they can't drain, so you get street flooding. But in terms of the rain and the ground, there should be plenty of room to take this rain. So it's going to be right along the coast where you have that kind of drainage system that relies on the tide being low enough in order for the water to drain out. So they kind of a different kind of thing there. Okay, here we are with Tropical Storm Jerry. Let's just check on the tropics here. Thankfully, no significant threats to land, 50-mile-an-hour winds, 1,006 millibars. The only thing with Jerry is, and we talked about this yesterday, the worst of it up here missed the islands just, but it has this strong moisture tail here and maybe 6 inches of rain some spots. Heavy rain. Antigua had flooding and Barbuda was under threat. That kind of corridor there in the northeastern Caribbean still, and it looks like pushing over later over toward the Virgin Islands here, might get in on that tail rain, which will be pretty significant. But the storm itself is going to go north and then hang a right. It does not look like any kind of significant event in Bermuda and on out to sea, and then it's going to merge with a front out there. So that will be that. And then we have this kind of strange system here. In fact, strange enough that there is nothing like it in the record book. Never a named storm this far north and east, and it got named Subtropical Storm Karen. It's a big upper-level low-pressure system sitting right there, and this happens sometimes. There you see it. Sun is going down, but you can make out the thunderstorms relatively near the center. It's subtropical because they're not concentrated around the center. There's no eye, and it's under a big upper-level low-pressure system, but enough to meet the definition of a subtropical storm, and it used up the name Karen. By the way, this is the kind of storm that Superstorm Sandy was. It was a nor'easter with a tropical system in the middle of it, and then the tropical system finally got absorbed just before it made landfall in New Jersey. Also, the perfect storm, if you've seen the movie. That kind of storm was this, tropical in the middle, wrapped in a big non-tropical system. So, Ian, another little weird thing to check off on our seasonal book here.
Yeah, Gloucester. They're always from Gloucester, right? A perfect storm. I saw that boat, Ryan, the Hannah Bowden in Fall River in the port. It was working years and years after it survived. That's when the Andrea Gale obviously went down. But yeah, odd that we didn't have any of those hybrid storms early in the season. We kind of talk about how those sometimes prop up some of those seasonal forecast numbers.
Right. Yeah, it didn't happen this year. I mean, it takes that Central American gyre thing, big low pressure of the Central America, to kick them off sometimes, or fronts, one or the other. And it just didn't work out that way this year. The fronts were tended to be too strong for one thing, just like this one.
Yeah.
Right. And this is all going to push the Central American gyre south into the Pacific. So we're not going to have a pattern that we normally have in the fall that would be conducive to some kind of tropical development.
Yeah, and we'll be staring down an impactful storm this weekend that won't have a name. So It's all about messaging, but you took us through all the hazards there. That's Fox Weather Hurricane Specialist Bryan Norcross. Bryan, thank you.